Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Faiz Nasimatullah. I study at University Binasa Informatika, and today I want to share my opinion about smoking in the campus area. But before I start the main topic, I want to explain that in this video there are two topics. The first one is my opinion about smoking in the campus area. And the second one is the simple present tense. So I will talk about both topics in this video. I hope you can enjoy and learn something from it. Okay. In my opinion, smoking should not be allowed on campus. Why? Because smoking is not only harmful for the smoker, but also for people around them, the passive smokers. Smoking gives many bad effects to our health. It can cause serious diseases such as lung cancer, heart problems, and breathing difficulties. Many young people start smoking just to look cool, but in reality, it slowly damages their body, makes them weak. That's why we must be more aware of how dangerous smoking is. I believe the university can provide special smoking areas far from classrooms and cafeterias. This way, people who smoke can still do it without disturbing others. In conclusion, I strongly support the word no smoking in campus area. Let's make our university a cleaner, healthier, and more comfortable place for everyone. Let's go to our next topic. Now we are going to continue with the second topic, which is about the simple present tense. What is the simple present tense? The simple present tense is used to describe actions or situations that are regular, habitual, or generative. In other words, the simple present tense is used to describe events that are regular, routine, or habitual, or occurrences that happen every day. The simple present tense can also be used to describe something that is happening right now. The simple present tense is used to express general truths, habits, instructions, and fixed schedules. What is general truth? General truth means a universal or absolute truth. It refers to things whose validity is certain and commonly known by everyone. For example, water freezes at 0 degrees, or cats or mammals. Next is habits. A habit refers to something that is done continuously and consistently. For example, my father goes to work every weekdays, or I study with my friend every Sunday and the academy. Next, there is instruction, which means a command or direction. For example, instruction sign that we often see on the road. In addition, there are also instructions that we can find on product packaging, for instance. For example, do not enter this area, cook the noodle for 3 minutes. Fixed schedule, which refers to something that has been scheduled or is certain to happen. So what's the difference between these and habits? Well, habits are action or activities that are done repeatedly and regularly. They can be scheduled, but they don't have to be. For example, going to work, going to school, or something occurs. This is the simple present tense formula. There are four formula, which are positive form, negative form, interrogative form, and the last interrogative form with WH question. Adverbs commonly used are words that show how often an action happens in the simple present tense. According to Gramedia.com, the commonly used adverbs are always. For example, she always drinks water in the morning with 100%, which are often used. Usually, for example, I usually go to school by bus, which with a 90%. Or often, for example, they often study together with a 70%. Sometimes, for example, we sometimes eat out when we are too tired to cook. 5 with a 50%. Occasionally, for example, we occasionally eat out on weekends with a 30%. Rarely, for example, she rarely eats spicy food with a 20%. Never, I never smoke with a 0%. The simple present tense follows specific rules that depend on the subject and the type of verb used in a sentence. In this tense, the base form of the verb is used to describe daily activities, habits, general tools, and facts that are always true. However, when the subject is he, she, or it, we must add s or is to the verb. For example, I play football every weekend. He plays football every weekend. To the second sentence, the verb play changes to plays because the subject she is the third person singular. Go for goose, watch for watches, was for washes. For verbs ending in a consonant, let's change initiate to is. For example, study for studies, kai for kais. Verbs ending in a vowel plus y plus add s. For example, play for plays, enjoy plus enjoys. In negative and interrogative forms, we use do or does as helping have negative. For example, I don't like coffee. He does not like coffee. Interrogative, for example, do you like coffee? Does she like coffee? Conclusion, notice that when we use do, does, the main verb stays in its best form without s or is. This is an important rule in the simple present tense. In short, the simple present tense focuses on the base form of the verb and the agreement between subject and verb, which ensures that your sentence are grammatically correct and sound natural in English. Alright, before I finish, let's look at some common mistakes people usually make in the simple present tense. Don't forget at the ending s or is. For example, from she go, it should be she goes. Using do, does incorrectly, the correct form is she does go. Conclusion, the simple present tense is one of the most important tense in English. By mastering this tense, we can communicate clearly and describe action that happen regularly or facts that all always do. In short, the simple present tense helps us speak English more accurately and confidently in everyday life. That's the end of my presentation about the simple present tense and my opinion about smoking in the kampus saya. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.